This is like a interesting video in the middle of everything else I'm supposed to be doing or holding myself to. Welcome back to another videos, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to share this video with you guys for a number of reasons. I was proud of myself for this, but it's just been a bunch lately. But pretty much, my girlfriend had a project for her class, and she was stressing, and she overstresses a little bit. So I definitely like to help her in areas where I can, and she definitely loves to remind me how much of a big impact me coming into her life has had. And one of the things I love just about our dynamic is we're both extremely creative, and we just always are whipping up creative ideas. So the project she had was for a motion graphics class. Now mind you, I don't know anything about Adobe After Effects. I knew a little bit of it when I was younger because I wanted to make fight scenes and add effects and everything. But pretty much, me and her put our brains together and brainstormed an idea for what she could do. I gave her a song and everything that she didn't end up going with, but she said, next time I'm definitely listening to you. And sorry, the little chihuahua upstairs is barking. Also, just to throw this little tidbit in here and be chaotic, this is also like another little update video. Don't worry, I'm still working on a bunch of other videos. I literally have like almost 40 to 50 gigabytes of footage that I just stare at every day. Like when I come back from working and shit, I just stare at this folder of footage stacking on top of each other. But anyways, long story short, I helped her brainstorm the project. We did a song from Undertale. We did Spider Dance, if you're familiar with the song, because our professor wanted Spider Dance. And no, that was such an evil song because even I knew with the beats per minute being a dancer that designing this as an amateur is going to be a little bit difficult because the speed that the song is moving. Anyways, long story short, she even tried to hook up with one of her friends to help her on the project. He just ended up not being there and not being a help at all. So then I said, you know what? I'll take it into my hands. I'll do it. Since we brainstormed the idea anyways, I was going very above and beyond and telling her, I don't know if you'd be able to animate what I see in my crazy imaginative brain, but let's see if you can get it done. She got the first part done, which we kind of told this story of like almost like how Undertale is, the characters getting attacked. I was going to even have the shape change into a heart, but she had to crunch the project because she was just putting it off for a long time. And I ended up saying, you know what, I'll just come over and do the entire project. I did the entire project except the very intro, which is our original idea, but I pretty much did the rest of it for her. And she was more than grateful, like so grateful, and was like, yo, you are literally the best boyfriend over. And it felt really good, and I wanted to share it with y'all to just say, you can put your mind to anything. I don't know, it doesn't have to be motion graphics or whatever, but y'all have to understand, I taught myself the entire program in a night. I watched tutorials, I applied instantly what I was learning, and I just drilled and drilled until very early in the morning, and we got it done. And from the reaction from the class, from what I heard, is that they liked it. The professor liked it. Some people liked the background, which the background was also my little touch of adding a gradient. I wanted to add a gradient when the song got more chaotic of it moving and shifting in the background. So I just wanted to share this moment because to me, one thing I've noticed in this relationship, which is really amazing for me, is honestly our dynamics amazing. But one thing, she points out a lot of things that I never really noticed about myself that actually have made me feel better about a lot of the things that I do day to day, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't actually know how creative I was aside from animation dancing and being able to really dance to any song that you put in front of me. I knew I was creative in that aspect, but I never knew, and I knew I was really good at editing, but I didn't really look at that stuff as creative. I looked at it as creative on a more technical side, but shoot, I realized that like the way my mind also syncs things up to the beat, I can almost feel the shapes and movements on screen. I just need to have the actual skill to, if I had a 1-for-1 ratio of my skill to like what I can put from my imagination on paper, oh my gosh, I would be a monster artist, dude. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that, but it felt good because this time was almost proving to me that I'm I can with enough applied action and dedication and just this drive to get it done, I can actually get some pretty cool results that people end up liking. So I'm glad that, uh she said guys behind her said that they liked the background and everything, and the professor was like, yeah. So I'm glad. And I'm just reading the messages. You did, babe. You saved my ass. So I'm glad. Yeah, I really stayed up to crunch that out for her, and it just felt good to do it anyways. um I don't know, when you're in a really good relationship where the person reciprocates exactly like what you put out, it's just so good. It's just like abundance that flows in a circle. So it just feels good to be able to give to her. I mean, even like freaking picking her up and going to the store when we can, like it feels good. Anyways, but long story short, I'm saying that again. I just wanted to say, let this be a lesson for any of you that may doubt yourself or whatever. Just apply yourself, because I may be a quick learner and pick things up. Like I said, through her, I'm actually realizing that about myself. I never really thought to myself, like, no one has really told me that. Like, they've told me other things, but I never really realized how fast I pick things up. And that's actually something I learned as I was going through the training for a dental assistant, that I pick things up very, very quickly, like hands-on wise. And then it's starting to help me actually build what may be my definite career in the future. Definitely something more hands-on. Like, it's like I can see it and replicate it with myself. And that's also actually, now that I put my tongue on it, I learned that that's how I learned and was naturally good at dancing also. But anyways, this is just to say, apply yourself, believe in yourself, and you can definitely get it done. With enough drive, you can literally do anything. So I wanted to put this video out to say that, like, yo, trust in yourself. And also just this whole thing of reciprocation, man. I truly believe when you're honest and true to who you are and authentic to who you are, it doesn't matter who's in your life it doesn't matter who comes through your life, who tries to, like, try to make things turbulent, or it doesn't matter what scenario comes, what circumstance comes. That belief in being authentically yourself will get you through absolutely anything. I want to drop that. That's a little tangent I wanted to throw in there, but I just feel like in my life right now, definitely, if you believe in God, the universe, the maker, the divine, whatever, is definitely paying me back for everything I've gone through in the last 2 years, the relationships that I've, that the bridges are no longer there or whatever, that it's taught me so much. And I'm just grateful for all of it. And I do not, and it's like, it's great because there's so many things I felt pulled to talk to on my channel that was more from the ego, things I wanted to say, things that I wanted to address. But then I was just like, no, you know what? I understand where I'm at in my heart, and I understand where I am in my spiritual journey, that I really don't need to address these things, because at the end of the day, I'm always blessed after I make my way through the storm. That little calm before the storm, then you go into the storm, and I'm at the other end of it right now. I'm on sail to paradise, dude, and it's beautiful, man, because the last few years have been insane while I've tried to, you know, do this content creation thing. And that's the thing, content creation is always naturally me. Another thing that actually my friend made me realize, really close friend of me, I reference him sometimes too, but my French brother, he said that one thing he's always seen me consistently do throughout my life and never stop is content creation. And he said he's been doing it as a kid. It's the one thing I never give up. And genuinely, just because I genuinely like it, no matter how big or small I get, I like to document my life. I like to share it, and I like to give those of y'all out there, inspiration. And I know I've gotten messages from college students before, so this message is also for y'all. If you are in college right now, if you can apply yourself, you can definitely get it done. Don't worry, I'm seeing it again with her. College is definitely a different beast. I definitely feel like when you get out into life, it's much more calm and subtle, and like, it's not what the amount of shit they try to drop on you with all your depending on what you're going for. But definitely, like I said, at the end of the day, no matter what you experience in life, it's your mind. At the end of the day, master your mind. And yeah, man, this just made me super happy, and I wanted to share it with y'all because it really felt like inner power. I was like, you know what, I'm doing this for the person I love. I said I took it up. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it, but I dived headfirst in, and that's really, I've countlessly learned time and time again, when I just dive in, I can get it done. And you may not be a person like that, but I think you can still feel the inspiration from this and get the inspiration. Maybe it's a project you've been holding off on, artwork. Maybe you're an architect. Maybe it's like that meal you want to learn. Maybe it's a new thing you want to try. Dive in. You can definitely do it. And no matter how long it takes you, how much you get kicked down or whatever, just keep getting back up. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I just wanted to share this little thing. Love you guys, and and I'm out of here. Man, it was awesome. It was so great to hear that everyone liked it, because nobody, well, I don't think anybody in her class would see this video. That'd be fucking crazy. But yeah, man, I'm glad I could do that, dude, because I literally taught myself in a night, bro. In a night. I already had a pretty good visualization because of my imagination, but it was actually applying it to Adobe After Effects. I had to teach all myself the skills in under a night to get it done. So I there you go. But it was fucking awesome. It was so worth it. And I don't know if I'll make more or get better. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, wanted to share that. So hopefully I'll get some inspiration from that. And don't worry, I'm working on videos. I'm just being very slow right now because other obligations call. Anyways, much love and Moonlight. Peace.